Hello, what's up guys, I'm Kyle from KGR, and apparently the 3DS came out 6 years ago. I was debating on making a retrospective for the 3DS, but I was gonna wait for a while. But a lot of people are celebrating the 6-year anniversary. Guess now's a better time as any. When the 3DS came out, I believe I was in my junior year of high school. And I was debating on getting the thing. Like, when it came to the DSi, I believe I got that like a month or two after it came out. Or that month, I can't remember. I got it early enough so I could take advantage of the 1,000 points system. And it's before the white one came out. Really wanted the white DSi, but I never got it. So after DSi, I just kept going with black handhelds and systems. Anyway, I was thinking, should I get this 3DS? And I was looking up stuff on YouTube, why the 3DS sucks, trying to like force myself to not get this thing, because I didn't really have too much money at the time. And saving up money, I hated doing that, because when it came out, it was $250. And if it was like only $130 or $150 or something like that, I'd say screw it and pick it up. $250? Plus I gotta buy a game? Jesus Christ! But I saved money, then I caved. So I went to Toys R Us, and I had to borrow money from my brother. So I got my 3DS, and I picked up Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion. Because the launch lineup for 3DS sucked ass. But I think Nintendogs and Ocarina of Time were also available, but I knew that this game kind of played like Smash Brothers, so I'm like, fuck it, let's get it. Then I bought it, and I'm like, shit, I should have got Ocarina of Time. So later I did. I was super excited to pick up my 3DS, because like it's a new handheld for one, and two, honestly, I was kind of mixed about the design. Like, I liked the way it looked, but I also noticed around the hinges of everything, like if you look at these hinges and you open it up, it's so polygonal, it's so weird. If anything, it looks like a prototype. But for some reason, I loved this design so much. It took me a bit to get used to the start and select and everything being down here instead of being on the side. And god, this thing is freaking dusty. Anyway, I absolutely loved the design of the original 3DS. However, before this, I had a DSi. Not an XL, just a regular DSi. And the screens were much smaller, and it irritated the hell out of me. And plus, I had an R4 cartridge, and I couldn't use it on this thing for a while. That kind of irritated me, but oh well. I remember when Mario 3D Land came out, it was that and Skyrim that came out at the same time. And I was seriously like the only person in school that got Mario 3D Land at launch. Everyone else picked up Skyrim. But I had one friend named Nick, and I was hoping he would be my redemption. Because I knew he also had a 3DS. So I'm like, bro, did you get Mario 3D Land? He's like, no, man, I got Skyrim. I like lost hope in him after that, because I'm like, man, we're 3DS buddies. We're Nintendo fans. Help me out, bruh. I do not regret my decision. Mario 3D Land is... Actually, I kind of want to play it again. If only they allowed us to play 3DS games on the Wii U. Maybe one day, modders will find a way. So then eventually my childhood best friend Taylor ended up getting one as well, but it was before a special promotion was happening. Here, when I got my 3DS, it was $250. And then I realized, holy crap, people are not buying our system. Let's drop the price. It was seriously like a few months into this thing's launch, and the thing wasn't selling very well, and the launch lineup was absolute shit. But now this thing's selling like crazy. But for those who ended up paying $250 before the price drop, here they did this thing called an ambassador program. With the ambassador program, here you got 10 free NES games and 10 free Game Boy Advance games. And I find it funny that they haven't released any Game Boy Advance games on the Virtual Console, only through that little distribution. They'll be more than happy to release Game Boy games on the Wii U, which, don't get me wrong, is great too, but not on the 3DS, even though it is proven that it is more than capable of handling those games. Fine, I mean, I'm not the boss. It just doesn't make any sense to me. So time goes on, and it turns out, oh, the 3DS XL is coming out too. The box is also up there, but have some things laying on it, so I can't pull it out. But hey, I got this. And because I had special contacts, I'm not gonna say how, but I managed to get this and New Super Mario Bros. 2 a day before it came out. I might as well display these so they actually look nice. So yes, I was super happy with getting that, but honestly, I barely remember anything about New Super Mario Bros. 2 because I just rushed through that game no problem. It was barely rememberable, unfortunately. honestly, there wasn't a whole lot on 3DS that I picked up. And one or two games that I actually did want to pick up that I never got to. One of them being Kid Icarus Uprising. I know you can buy it digitally now, but I wanted to have the actual physical game because one, it's a piece to put on my shelf that I absolutely have no room for anymore. But two, it also came with a special stand because apparently playing the game is a pain in the ass because you gotta use a stylus and you gotta hold it and it's Or if you're left-handed like I am, you have to hold it the other way, and if you have a new 3DS or if you got the Circle Pad Pro, you had to hold it the other way and it's I never got to experience it. And no lie, I kinda want to. But now if I want it, it's gonna be like $50 or $60. Yay! But at least I have the Figma that's actually worth a lot of money now. Anyway, that and I believe probably Pokemon Sun or Moon. I kinda want them, but I'm honestly just gonna wait until they eventually, hopefully, make a Switch version of either Stars or Eclipse or something, so that I can both stream it and take it with me on the go. And then not so long after, they also came out with the new 3DS! Man, they really love milking this thing now, don't they? Oh yeah, also Smash came out for it, and that's actually pretty cool. I was playing it on my regular 3DS XL for a while, but then I got the new 3DS. I played it on there, and no lie, I actually go back to it every once in a while. I have it for both 3DS and Wii U, but sometimes I just pick up the 3DS one because it's just there and ready to go. Like, I don't have to pull out any controllers or anything. But honestly, in these past few years, actually, I think the last game that I picked up for my 3DS was Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. Yeah, that was like a year and a half ago, I think. Almost. Yeah, I'm not buying a lot for my 3DS. The last actual purchase I made for my 3DS, actually, was buying Super Mario World on a Virtual Console. Now, here's the thing. I don't care about Virtual Console, honestly, but Mario World is my childhood, and unfortunately, I was stupid enough to sell my whole Super Nintendo collection out when I was younger because I thought my Super Nintendo stopped working, but I think I honestly just lost the cords. Again, I was a stupid young kid. So now, I got it on the go, and I like it, and I hope that I can get the Switch version for free or something, because I already bought it once. I don't want to buy it again, but I do love my 3DS, despite the fact that I barely play it or buy games for it. However, I do use it to this day, mainly because Street Pass. I bring it to work with me every weekend, and I get Street Passes all the time, and because of that, I have almost every puzzle complete. And I help out so many people, because a lot of people don't have any new pieces for me, and I end up just giving them good pieces and stuff. And playing with the AR was fun for a while, but after you have some other games and you had it for a long time, you just get sick of it. But the Street Pass stuff I still use to this day. And I remember after this thing came out, the biggest, most important thing to the Nintendo community that even I want to call this an underground following, because not too many people were hyped for it, but the people that were hyped for it, they were hyped. And that was Flipnote Studio 3D. I've made videos in the past complaining, where the hell is it? And those videos got so many views until it finally came out. Because Nintendo said, oh, we're going to release it in the summer. And then Christmas came that same year. And they just kind of swept it under the rug. And I'm like, is this thing coming out? I don't know. So yeah, people were complaining all the time. So yeah, I got it eventually because the Club Nintendo was closing. They're like, hey, for those who are, you know, Club Nintendo people, here you go. It's free. Just put in this code. You're fine. And they just like made it just an abrupt announcement, if I remember correctly. It was just, oh yeah, here it is. But it was nothing like the original Flipnote Studio. If you seriously want a proper Flipnote Studio experience, get a DSi, or hell, even better, get a DSi XL and just go on to sudo memo. You have to set up a proxy server thing. You just gotta type in some certain numbers. I made a video on how to install it, and that's seriously the Flipnote Studio that people wanted after it got shut down, obviously. Because Flipnote Studio 3D, all it is just a little creation tool. You can't upload them anywhere and pretty much make a YouTube out of it, like the original Flipnote Studio did, and God, that was an era. That was quite an era, and I loved it. I actually liked it more than Vine. But now if you want it, and you missed out for some reason, you can get it on My Nintendo. It's only like 200 coins, and it's at least 200 silver coins, and you get that shit for free. It just takes time. And now, hopefully soon, the 3DS will die. But with that being said, they're also still supporting this thing at least until 2018. And also they're coming out with a Pikmin for it, even though it's barely Pikmin. It's like a 2D platformer. And even though it doesn't play like a traditional Pikmin game, I'm gonna pick it up because I already have 1, 2, and 3. I got the first 2 on GameCube since childhood. I got 3 because I was hoping it'd be an experience I could play with my brother, because my brother picked up Pikmin 2 and we enjoyed it. And now he didn't play 3 with me. So I'm gonna play the 3DS one by myself and I'm gonna enjoy it. I hope. How many of you guys actually used the 3D on the 3DS? Like, I enjoyed it for a little bit. Then I got sick of trying to keep my head completely still trying to use the thing. Then the new 3DS came out and I'm like, alright, let's actually improve it. So I used it for another 5 minutes. And I was done. It was a fun gimmick for a little while. Let's be real, we're done with it. We're done. So that's gonna be it for this video. So if you're new and you like what you saw, you know what to do. Also follow my social medias in the description. And I would say add me with my friend code, but I don't play much of my 3DS anymore. So it'd be kind of pointless for you guys to add me. But thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are the greatest and I love y'all to death. Also importantly, let me know in the comments what kind of memories do you have with your 3DS. I make it sound like it's an old thing, but it's still kind of relevant as of now. Barely relevant because now the Switch is out. But what do you guys think? Do you think that the Switch is going to take over both the handheld and the home console marketing for Nintendo? Do you think they're going to eventually drop this 3DS really soon? Or do you think they're going to hold on to the life of it because of the fact that the 3DS sold well and the Wii U didn't? I think it's only a matter of time. Alright guys, thank you all for watching. You guys are the greatest. And I'll see y'all in the next one.